Hello.
आदिल, क्या यासिर अपना कल कंफर्म कर दो।
क्या मोइस?
जैसे आपकी वीडियो भी नहीं आ रही,
एक मिनट।
आपका फेस शो नहीं हो रहा।
एक मिनट, मैंने सेटिंग में चेंज किया था, पता नहीं उधर से भी पंगा।
प्रियांशु, आप तक ऑडियो ठीक आ रहा है ना?
हाँ, ऑडियो तो आवाज से आ
ठीक है,
रही है।
अभी परफेक्ट है। अभी हम
प्रियांशु, आप तक ऑडियो ठीक आ रहा है ना?
ये एको क्यों कर रहा
हाँ,
है?
ऑडियो तो आवाज से आ
ठीक
रही
है,
है।
अभी परफेक्ट है। अभी हम
प्रियांशु, आप तक ऑडियो ठीक आ रहा है ना?
ये एको
हाँ, ऑडियो ठीक ठीक आ रहा है।
ये वो लूप हो रहा था। खैर, ओके
मोइज भाई ये
यार,
बैकग्राउंड मजा नहीं दे रहा।
ब्लर
यही
कर
से
दो, ब्लर
यही
वाला
से
यूज कर लो, देख लो। ठीक है, अपनी स्लाइड्स अप करो।
एक मिनट। ओके, स्लाइड्स में प्रेजेंट, शेयर्स, स्क्रीन, इंटायर स्क्रीन। ओके,
ठीक है, अपना शेयर करो, इसको स्टेजिंग पे ऐड कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है, स्टेज पे आ चुका है। नीचे हम तीनों आ रहे हैं, परफेक्ट। इसको रिमूव
स्क्रीन
करो।
कंप्लीट आ रही है।
यप, स्क्रीन कंप्लीट आ रही है, और बाद में जब आप आओगे बोलने के लिए, देन मैं हम दोनों को होस्ट ना, तो भी हम ऐसे आएंगे और आपको ही हम रिमूव करते हैं।
लेकिन मोइज, जब मुझे प्रेजेंटर व्यू दे रहे हो तुम्हारी आवाज बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही होती।
हाँ, वो ठीक है, वो स्टेज में जिसको करता हूँ ना, तो
हम्म,
आफ्टर स्टेज बंद हो जाता है, तो हम लोग चुप कर जाएंगे। वो
ओके
अकॉर्डिंगली मैं पीछे मैनेज कर रहा हूँ,
ओके।
तो हम कोऑर्डिनेट कर लेंगे।
तो अगर मुझे किसी की चैट देखनी है कि प्रीवियस बैकएंड पे कौन कौन मैसेजेस कर रहा है या किसी की कोई क्वेरी है।
मैंने पूरी टीम एडजस्ट की है उसके लिए। अगर कोई भी प्रांशु से क्वेश्चन करता है, मुझसे करता है या आपसे करता है, तो उसके लिए एक प्रॉपर टीम को मैंने बोला हुआ है कि लाइक वो क्वेश्चंस को गेन करेंगे और लाइक हमें बताते जाएंगे। और क्वेश्चन आई थिंक सो हम एंड में लेंगे, अगर मिड में लिए तो लोग बहुत रैंडम सवाल पूछते हैं, तो वो पूरा फ्लो ख़राब होगा। क्योंकि मैंने और प्रांशु ने आगे सबमिट भी करवानी है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट को, तो उसके लिए हमें लाइक देखना पड़ता है कि लाइक प्रॉपर्ली बनाओ।
ओके, अच्छा, मेरा जो कंटेंट रखा है मैंने बिल्कुल बेसिक रखा है। उसका वन ऑफ द मेन रीज़न ये है कि आई थिंक बहुत सारे लोगों को बहुत सारी चीज़ों का ऑलरेडी आइडिया होगा, लेकिन कंटेंट पूरे को एक सिमेट्रिक लाइन में लेके चलना और पूरी ऑडियंस को एक प्लेटफॉर्म के लेकर आने के लिए मैंने ये कंटेंट बिल्कुल बेसिक यूएन के फार्मूले के हिसाब से डिज़ाइन किया है। बेसिकली जो जितनी भी गाइडलाइंस आती हैं सस्टेनेबिलिटी की, वो सब यूएन के अंडर द रेगुलेशन बॉडीज आती हैं। तो इस वजह से हम इसे यूएन के पैटर्न पे ही लेके चलेंगे। हाँ, विद इन द टाइम पीरियड हम एग्जांपल्स लेंगे ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड। कुछ एग्जांपल्स बहुत ज़्यादा फोकस करवाने के लिए पाकिस्तान से भी हो सकती हैं। मेरा एक्सपीरियंस इंडियन एग्जांपल्स के साथ थोड़ा कम है, बट आई विल ट्राई माय बेस्ट। लेकिन इंटरनेशनल एग्जांपल्स को लेके चलेंगे ताकि पूरी ऑडियंस क्लियर डायरेक्शन में जा सके कि हम किस तरफ डायरेक्शन में जाके कौन सी बात डिस्कस करना चाह रहे हैं। अच्छा,
परफेक्ट है।
तो ये पूरा है सीन। और सॉरी, इंट्रोडक्शन अब फॉर्मल भी कर लेते हैं। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मेरा नाम यासिर ज़ुनैर है। तो
जल्दी।
सॉरी, असल में यहाँ पे अभी सुबह हो रही है, तो यहाँ 12 बज रही है, मैं सुबह 6 बजे सोया हूँ प्रेजेंटेशन बना के, तो अभी मैं उठा था। तो बेसिकली मेरा मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन ये है कि मेरा नाम यासिर ज़ुनैर है। मेरा जो बैकग्राउंड है वो कराची से है। मैंने बैचलर्स ऑफ बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, उसके बाद मैंने मेरा 3 इयर्स का वर्किंग एक्सपीरियंस है इन कंसल्टेंसी, इन बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट एंड B2B कोलैबोरेशंस। और इसी तरह से 3 इयर्स मैंने कम्प्लीटली बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट में ही काम किया। उसके बाद व्हाई आई चूज जर्मनी, सो बिकॉज दिस प्रोग्राम इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी offered by any university until now. I am enrolled in this university from 2 years. So मेरा master's already 90% completed है, just thesis submissions है। अच्छा, मैं इस सेशन को क्यों होस्ट कर रहा हूँ? बेसिकली मैंने बहुत सारे कोर्सेज ऑलरेडी किए हुए हैं सस्टेनेबिलिटी के अंडर, जो कि एफिलिएशन यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के साथ हैं, जो कि यूरोप की बड़ी बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ से मैंने वर्चुअल कोर्सेज किए हैं, मैंने ऑनलाइन पार्टिसिपेशंस की है। मैं यूरोपियन यूनियन का ऑलरेडी बहुत ज़्यादा कंटेंट कोशिश करता हूँ कि अप टू डेट रहूँ। तो मेरे पास मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इंफॉर्मेशन होती हैं कंटेंट की कि इस टाइम कौन सी रेगुलेशंस अप्रूव हो रही हैं, कौन सी रेगुलेशंस अपकमिंग है, किस रेगुलेशन पे क्या वर्किंग चल रही है। फोर्थ थिंग कि मेरा इंटरेस्ट और आप कह लें कि इस टाइम की पोजीशंस, इस टाइम मैं एज अ फुल टाइम स्टूडेंट हूँ इन जर्मनी, तो मैं लीगली इस टाइम कोई जॉब नहीं कर रहा, लेकिन मैं वॉलंटियर करता हूँ एक सोसाइटी के साथ दैट इज कॉल्ड डेगिस। उसका मैं वाइडन, जिस सिटी में मैं रहता हूँ इसका नाम है वाइडन, तो इस वाइडन के पूरे चैप्टर को मैं एज अ लीड कर रहा होता हूँ। मैं एज अ प्रेसिडेंट, हम इसकी डिसीजन मेकिंग कर रहे होते हैं, जिसमें हम एज एज अ प्रेसिडेंट मेरा काम होता है इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स को लोकल कम्युनिटी में इंगेज करना। That is my introduction. But I will try to be short, precise, and conclusive.
ओके प्रियांशु, आप यहाँ से अपने क्यूज पिक करके मैं अपना इंट्रोडक्शन करवा दूंगा, देन मैं आपको बताऊंगा, आपने स्पीकर का इंट्रोडक्शन करवा देना है, और जो हमारा कंटेंट है उसको थोड़ा सा बता के ऑफ टू यहाँ से कर दें, देन एट द एंड फिर हम लोग बाकी से कंक्लूड कर लेंगे। ठीक है?
ठीक है।
वही
ओके डन।
हमने कितने टाइम के अंदर इसको
Perfect.
wrap करना है?
मुझे और प्रियांशु को इसको एलिजिबल बनाने के लिए 45 मिनट्स रिक्वायर्ड होते हैं, तो कोशिश करेंगे अगर ये 1 आवर तक स्ट्रेच हो सकता है विद Q&A
It's
तो
more
वो
than
बेस्ट होगा
one
ना।
hour.
अगर इससे कम होता है तो देन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हमें इसके अगेंस्ट जो इंसेंटिव्स और बाकी चीज़ें होती है ना वो अलाउ नहीं करता।
No, it's going to be more than one hour session. But if we want to conclude earlier, तो मेरी एग्जांपल्स कम हो जाएंगी, कुछ एग्जांपल्स को मैं मर्ज करके अगले बेसिकली 7 एसडीजीज हैं, तो हम कोशिश करेंगे कि अगर टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है तो 17 में से हम 9-10 को इस तरह
रुकिए
से
मैं दोबारा ज्वाइन करता हूँ, आई गेस मेरे एंड से कुछ इशू आ रहा है। मैं भी आ गया हूँ। ओके ज़ियाउर रहमान, ओके हमारा चैट सिस्टम वर्क कर रहा है। मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है आप लोगों को? कंफर्म कर दो,
परफेक्ट।
क्योंकि फर्स्ट प्रियांशु आपकी स्क्रीन जो है वो बफर हो रही है।
अब ठीक है।
मेरी बफर हो रही है।
मुझे अपना लैपटॉप पीछे करो ताकि तुम्हारा हेड कट ना हो।
ये तो यहीं बैठा हुआ ना।
हाँ,
ओके विजिबल है, परफेक्ट है। अब्दुल्ला लिंक शेयर कर दिया? अब्दुल्ला लिंक शेयर हो गया? खैर आई गेस लोग ज्वाइन करते जाएंगे, हम सेशन को स्टार्ट करते हैं। हमारे पास वक्त 10 लोग हैं, काउंट होते जाएंगे। ओके तो इंट्रोडक्शन मैं स्टार्ट करता हूँ, देन प्रियांशु आपके पास आएगा, देन आफ्टर यासर आपके पास। ठीक है? ओके परफेक्ट। Okay. Okay, so everyone, we are going to start this session on Beyond Boundary, crafting a sustainable future with green IT innovation. This whole session has been dedicated towards those people who want a non-conventional career in the field of IT, primarily who are enthusiastic about the world of AI and innovation, but they don't seem to be find themselves to be a fitting person in the seats or in the roles of a programmer or a developer, but they do want to contribute to the whole ecosystem of innovation that is happening in the domain of information technology. This specific session has been arranged in collaboration with Priyanshu, who is currently serving as the MLSA Microsoft Ambassador from IIT Kanpur, Yasser Zunair, who is our esteemed speaker, and me, who is currently the Microsoft Ambassador as well from Pakistan. Right now, we are going to start this session. In this session, we are going to introduce you to the co-host. The co-host will introduce you further to the speaker for this session, and the speaker is going to take care of everything that's going to come forward. So let's start the session, and I will be here narrating and answering your questions. So if there's anything that you want to ask, just drop it in the comment section, and I will take it from there. Off to you, Priyanshu. I'm going to ping you on the chat now.
So hello everyone, I'm Priyanshu Bhatia. So as you know, I'm doing BTech from IIT Kanpur. So I'm also a part-time manager at Caro Startup, and I have also done my internship at Spark Foundation as a web developer. So as you know, our today is we are doing an event in Beyond Binary, creating, crafting, and a sustainable future with the green IT innovations. So we have our guest speaker here, Yasir Junair. So he's also a positive change ambassador, and he's from Germany. So, over to you.
Okay, so yes, I'm gonna switch the camera to you now. And okay, so everyone, this is the panel for today's event. This is me, Moise, on the top left corner. On the top right corner, you are seeing Priyanshu, and in the bottom, this is our esteemed speaker Yasser. Yasser is right now a resident in Germany. For past 2 years, he is continuing his master's degree in sustainability and IT, a relatively new profession that hasn't been available to masses a decade before, or let's say even a few years before this. Now, what he has done significantly that has made him an apt choice for this speaker session was that he, first and foremost, is an Erasmus Positive Change Ambassador. He has been working on and off with United Nations and their projects to bring positive change in his local and on the global platform. His most notable um, his most notable achievement so far has been in his contribution towards the sustainability program that he has been leading in his own city and the chapter that has created in the recent months. And furthermore, he has been awarded to be the ambassador who was taken to Summer Jordan School, where he learned more about the sustainability concept on a global historical platform. So right now, he is gonna take the stage, present you the slides, and the whole session will be carried out with him. I hope you like the session, and let's off to Yasser now. Okay, Yasser, I'm gonna pin.
Okay. First of all, welcome everybody. Today is a session regarding the sustainability, and we will try to discuss more about the sustainability. And I'm Yasser Zana. Currently live in Germany, and we already discussed. And today our session going to be Beyond Boundary, crafting a sustainable future with the green IT innovation. And I will present this session, and we will try to understand the future goals and future achievement, what we can do with the IT, what we can do in the field of computer science, what we can do for the make this world as a better place for the future. Let's suppose we discuss. I want to describe myself. First of all, I'm doing currently masters in international management and sustainability from the University of Österreich Technical Hochschule Hamburg-Weiden. Basically, it's a German name, that called East Bavaria Technical University Hamburg-Weiden. I did my bachelor's from in business administration from the National University of Computer and Emerging Sciences, Pakistan. Professional background: I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. I lived there. I lived there. I did my all education until bachelor's from Karachi. I have work experience in business development, client relationship, and consultancy. The relationship between me and my work and professional experience is in multiple dimensions. I work in consultancy for the international companies. I work for the oil and gas companies. That is the new topic that we will gonna discuss, how this big market is going to be shrink, and the payment system, online payment system, how you are tap and pay, and you go for online shopping. I did this for the B2B businesses. Currently role I'm doing is as a president of Degis Widen chapter. Basically, the Widen chapter means we as a Degis, we are arranging to collaborate with the local communities, to engage the international students with the local communities, and try to give the ice breaking sessions toward the German culture. Previously roles, I was the president of Character Building Society. That is one of the main society of Fast News is Karachi. And recent achievement, I was awarded at a summer school in Jordan. Basically, it was a 7 day summer school in Jordan. So we learned more about how to do the things, how we can change the behavior toward the sustainability, how the emerging countries are going to be and get the super fit for these solutions, why they are more better than the other countries who has already the biggest infrastructures, why these countries are more potential than Germany. And we will discuss more all these things in the discussion in next half an hour. Basically, there is a famous quote that is written by the African proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So this is the main discussion what we are doing, because if you are alone, you can do just whatever you want to achieve for yourself. But if you want to make this better world of for the future generation, you want to improve not just one nation, not one country, not one continent, when you want to make whole world toward the better place, so you have to go together with different countries, different companies, different cultures, different peoples, and all over the world. You have to collaborate with each other to get the world in a better place. Okay, let me discuss about the sustainability. Sustainability is one of the most emerging topic in the recent years. Basically, this topic is going on from the last 40 years, but now sustainability is in on basically it's going to be its own field. It's involved in everywhere. It's involved in industry of textile, it's involved in automotive industry. Whatever you get the name, sustainability will emerge in all these technologies. For example, the definition by sustainable development, it's a common definition that is used by everywhere. Sustainability development is development that meet the needs of a present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. What does it mean? What does How we can understand this thing in a better way? Like, we want to meet the need of present, like I want to meet my need, but I don't want to compromise for the future generation. That means it's a big question. The question we will try to get the answer in the presentation, that is called future sustainability, and how this IT and the green technology is going to emerge in all these things. Previously, what we are doing was, okay, if we need lithium, no problem, go extract and use. If you need, for example, mm, land area, cut the forest, use for agriculture land, make the buildings, make the skyscrapers, and use for that. But now the trend is changing. The trend is coming toward the sustainability. Now everybody want to get understanding of, if we are cutting this forest, if we are cutting this agricultural land to the economic development hub, or making new societies, did it will gonna we are going to compromise for our future generations, or we are working for the better generation of the future. So these all the question now, it's getting more popular in all over the world. It's not about the western world, it's not about the Germany, it's not about USA. This talk is happening in all over the world. All 193 countries are asking from his private organization, governmental organization, people, individuals, children's, women's, men's, everywhere. This question is coming: why sustainability is more important? Basically, for that, we will gonna watch this video, and then we will go for the future discussion.
We can be
We must be the first generation
to end extreme poverty.
The generation
most determined
to fight injustice and inequalities.
The generation that saves the planet from climate change.
And this is how it will get done. The global goals
a 15-year plan
for everyone, everywhere.
With no one left behind.
We will live in a world
Where nobody
anywhere lives in extreme poverty.
Where no one
goes hungry.
Where no one
wakes in the morning
asking if there will be food today.
We will live in a world where no child has to die.
Diseases we know how to cure. And where proper health care
Is a lifelong right for us all.
We will live in a world
Everyone
and education gives us the knowledge
and skills
for a fulfilling life. We will live in a world where all girls and all women have equal opportunities to thrive and be powerful and safe.
we cannot succeed if our
We will live in a world
where all people can get clean water
and proper toilets
at school and at work.
We will live in a world where there's sustainable energy for everyone
Heat, light,
and power for the whole planet.
without destroying the planet.
we will live in a world where economies prosper.
And new wealth
Lead to decent jobs for everyone.
And we will live in a world where our industry,
Our infrastructure and our
best innovations.
Are not just to make money, but to
all
make
our
our
lives
lives better.
live in a world where prejudices and extremes of inequality are defeated.
Their countries.
where people live in cities, communities,
That are progressive,
everyone who lives there.
where we replace
What we consume.
Planet will be of the earth.
We live in a world that is decisively rolling back.
climate change.
Where we restore and protect the life in our oceans and seas.
Restore and
Life on land,
The forests
animals,
the earth itself.
with peace between and inside countries.
Where all governments are open.
and answer to us for what they do at home and abroad.
And the justice rules.
With everyone equal before the law.
When all countries agree their people.
Work together.
Partnerships of all
Reality.
These are the United Nations global goals.
for sustainable development.
Let's get to work.
So basically, this is the global activity what we can do for the understanding the more sustainability goals. And the basic goal of all the sustainability development is already discussed in the video. That was the Paris Agreement 2015. What is the Paris Agreement is called? The Paris Agreement is the contribution of 193 countries that are connected with each other to understand the future needs, to understand the global impact, to understand the what we have to do to and come up to the same platform where everybody get the same opportunities, everybody can get the same food, everybody can get the same living standard and the same education for everyone. It's not about if I'm living in Germany, I'm getting the best education, and if you are living in any other country, you will not have the same platform, you don't have the same information, but the content of this thing is going to be emerged with each other, and everybody will have the same opportunities, same method of learning to make this world as a better place. Before going to the future, we will try to do this the global footprint network. Basically, it's an activity that will help you to understand why uh, SDGs are more important than everything, why SDGs we are talking about today, why sustainability and ITV are connecting with each other. This all answers will get in this game. I'm also playing, you can also try. I hope we will try to learn more things with this game. Let's try it with this QR code. Basically, it's a carbon footprint, carbon footprint, how we are making the impact in the society, how we world more better or worse, what the our action is going to be, how our action is working in the world. So let's take the footprints. Have you often eat? How very often?
Yasser, can you hear me?
So basically, the answer I get is 7.9, 7.9 Earths. And what you get the answer that you can discuss with me or you can share in the chat, and I will try to give you the answer. That's mean the working style I have right now, the thing what I'm doing right now, the pattern what I try to put it, that is more than what I'm doing currently now. That means we need eight earth to do all these things how we are doing in our current years. That's mean eight earth. What are you talking about? We have just one earth. We have just all 193 countries in one earth. But you are talking about eight earths. You are talking about four earths. You are talking about five earths. That is insane. That's mean we don't have this eight Earth opportunities. Yeah, we can go for Mars, but how many people will go in Mars? 1 million, 2 million. What other will gonna do? That's mean we have to think about our consumption. We have to talk about how we are doing things right now, how we are gonna do for the future, how we will work in the upcoming sessions for this making the world as a better place. Okay, like if we go in the future, let's we discuss more about the sustainability. Basically, the sustainability is a pie chart. It's the chart that can help you to understand society, and biosphere. Economy, without economy, we can't survive. Without society, we can't survive. Without biospheres, we can't survive. That means if we miss any single thing, this world is not gonna be survive. What does it mean by Yasser? The world is not gonna be survive, but we are living in this world from last a lot of centuries, 1400 years. Some says it's 20th century going on. That means we are living here from 20 centuries. But now we are going to talk about why these things are more important than previously 20 centuries, because our consumption is now more than the 20 centuries. We are consuming more what we have in our minerals, what we have in our society, what we are doing consumption, that is already changed in last 50 to 70 years. In last 70 years, how many people own cars? 10%, 15%, 20%? No, just 15%. The might be the number will be changed with the depend on the country. But now everybody want his own car. For the own car, you need steel, you need aluminum, you need glass, you need lithium, you need wires, you need copper, you need nickel, you need all 3000 components, from 3000 to 10,000 components you need to manufacture one car. That means these all things come from this circle. And we are talking about, if we divide all these things, we come first discussed about the economy. If the Pakistan economy is going down, we can't able to compete in the international market. But if our economy is going up, but our society is going down, that means we don't have good quality food, we don't have good education, we don't have good health structure, we don't have good lifestyle. So our economy will not gonna be the first one. It's gonna be collapse. But okay, let's say we did all do things in a better way, but now we don't have the third one. That's been climate action, life on earth, life below sea, water and clean water and sanitization. What does it mean? The means are, if we don't have these climatory boundaries, our all both things don't gonna work, because you will face earthquake, you will face drought, you will face all type of different issues, like volcanoes are coming, earthquakes are coming, all these things. You don't have the quality of air, you don't have the quality of water, you don't have all these things. So you need all these things for making this world as a better place. Let's suppose these 17 goals I will gonna discuss all in different ways, but I will try to interconnect with each other. I will try to give you the examples of local communities, I will try to give you the examples of international communities, so we can go forward to understanding all these goals. And then at the end we will try to understand how the green IT, how the supply chain of computer sciences, how these technologies that are emerging, virtual reality, augmented reality, blockchain, AI, chat GPT, how they are going to work for us to understand all these needs and to make this world as a better place. First thing, the first agenda of SDG goals 1 is no poverty. That's mean everybody has to understand the person who is living on the earth. The international rate is €1, no, $1.5. If everybody will earn, every single person earn €1.5, that mean around Pakistani rupees 500 per day. That's mean we are reducing poverty. If you go to the India, that's mean it's going to be more than 160 rupees. If you go to the European Union, then it's going to be more than 2 euros. So everybody need to get the same income to reduce this poverty line. And now governments are working, because without government, without international patrons, without international, all the things, the rules, the regulations, the private organization, if not work together, so we can't able to achieve. That's why now all the new laws are coming for to increases the wages, to increase the lifestyle of the employees, to make the world as a better place. If you go for this UN goals, they say more than 700 million people still live in extreme poverty. That's mean 700 million doesn't have more than less than their earning is less than $1. If we have, if we living in the world, we have more than $1. If we are earning more than $1, that's mean we are above the poverty line. But the goal is not just to give come up with the reducing the poverty line, but to give the better future, to give the better understanding of the world, to make the crimes less and the productivity more. That is the first SDG goal. And how the IT will work, IT will help to understand, okay, where these people don't have the income, that software houses will gonna establish there, the technology that will help them to learn the uh, new technologies, how to use chat gpt, how to use this online platform to learn about the sustainability, how to learn about everything that is happening in cyber security, in supply chain, in blockchain, everywhere. So if we have this learning, so we can go towards the reducing the poverty. Then the zero hunger, it's a complete different topic. It's a complete different topic that we need to understand for the future generation, because the world is not going so far. Because the challenge is, we have reduced our agricultural lands, we have reduced our agriculture area, we have we don't have now the same agricultural land, we don't have the same population but it was in 1980. The population is now double, the consumption is double, but our agricultural land is reduced. Then we talk about, okay, but we have a lot of fertilizer companies, we have a lot of chemical companies that helping agriculture to boost. Yeah, they help you to boost the energy, they help you to increase the fertility of the land, but that is short term. We need the solution for the long term. We need the solution that is not going to affect our bodies, that not gonna affect our children's. Because of the chemicals, we have a lot of different problems, we have the cancer diseases, we have a lot of different diseases that come from the chemicals. So now world trend is moving around for the bio, for the organic food, for the zero based chemicals used in the agriculture area. But we don't see in these things in Pakistan. We don't see a lot of things is happening in developing countries. But why we need this thing? Because this is this is the opportunity for the IT. This is the opportunity for business developers. This is the opportunity for new entrepreneurs. Come up with the ideas, come up with the solution to reduce the zero hunger. There is one of the great example in Pakistan what we see that is working more perfectly, but it's not to endorse them but to understand how they are working. That is called risk. If you know about RIZQ, risk, this is the entrepreneurship session, entrepreneurship activist society that is helping to reduce hunger. They got food from the different donations. They serve to the people who doesn't have the one meal in a day. If we are getting two meals, we have to be say, oh, thank God. We have this opportunity. We are eating at least 2 times in a day. If we are eating 3 times, that's mean we have to work more, because if we are eating 3 times and nobody is eating 1 time, so we have to donate some amount to understand the need of other persons, to give them the same food but the opportunity we have right now. Good health and well-being, basically everybody knows the how we are doing in the world, and the COVID was the great example of doing the thing good. Good health and well-being, the good health is needed, because without good health you increase diseases. With the example of corona, you will understand, if one disease can be transferred all over the world and all the world is going to be shut down. But we are under crisis, we are under the financial crisis right now. We can't survive for the second crisis. So now governments are working with the different organizations, with the private and public partnerships, to make the world better good health system. That's why we see a lot of international organizations are developing their health clinics. A lot of e-health doctors consultancies are coming, new startups are coming in the field to reduce the good health being the problem of healthcare. Because one person who is living in the village, he can't travel for 5 hours to just to meet the one doctor for the 15 minutes. So now technology is coming towards them, technology is coming for the better world, technology is coming to help them to don't need to go from the village to the city. Technology is coming to the villages and they are getting all the facilitation within their own villages. Quality education, quality education is mean we don't need to understand what does it mean by quality education and what does it mean by we are educated. This is the complete different definition. But we understand, if you can read some about information, you can understand the information, that means you have the education. No, the new definition of complete quality education is that mean you can earn from that money, you can earn from that education, you can make your problem solve with this quality education. You have the same information what the information of Harvard University student is getting, what the MIT is giving in the USA, what the China is giving in Shanghai, what the Germany is giving in München. So you have to get the same education whatever you are living. You have to get the same information. That's why Microsoft is working for the global ambassador program, Google is coming with the ambassador programs, Salesforce is coming with the ambassadors program, because these big organizations want to improve their reputation. These organizations the better world. This organization is contributing for the positive change. The same solution. If you come up with the idea that you are giving education to the people who are living in the villages, I'm not talking about the people who are going in schools. I'm talking about the people who are working, people who are living, who are surviving. You can give them the information, you can give them the education. If you give them the education how to use blockchain technology, how to use make your own startup, how to get the funding, you also get the fundings. You can achieve your vision, you can achieve your startup, you can achieve the Fortune 500 companies. One of the day Facebook was like that. Now we have to work, we have to make one Facebook from Pakistan, we have to make one Facebook from India, we have to make from Middle East. This is gonna be will solve our problem. Gender equity, the equality, the gender equality is one of the most common issues, because when we talk about the gender equality, a lot of people talk about, oh, these guys are talking about something insane. No, we are talking about the same thing, but people gonna understand. You need to understand, if one mother is working to give his family 3 time meals, their clothes, their washing of clothes, their food, he is working 2.5 more time than your father, but he is not gonna get paid for this thing, because his services we got free of cost. We think it's my mother duty. We think it's gonna be working from a long time. So we trained our minds like, we know this thing, and this is not a problem. No, but this is the problem. You have to understand, if this person gonna work in the society, he will get the not this of maybe $50,000, but it will gonna of $10,000. That means the 10,000 is gonna be contribute toward the economy, and it will contribute toward the single household. They can afford more things. They can afford to work. They can afford to go to the international visit of Dubai, international visit of international visit of Shanghai. So we have to reduce this thing. Biggest problem of sexual violence, physical violence. We have to understand now the governments are working to get information, to get the reports, and try to get best action to reduce these equalities, to reduce the sexual violence, to reduce the physical experiences what women are facing right now. But it's not be the same thing for the men's, like about the women, so we don't have the rights of men. No, we have the rights of men. We have to work for both sides. We can't say, okay, if the women are not getting the opportunities, now this 80% opportunities will go for the women. No, we have to equally distribute the power. We will have to introduce the equal laws for everyone. In EU, your big corporation doesn't get the stakeholder status of the public organization. You can't go for the stock exchange for getting the public funds. If your one board member must be a woman. If you have one woman and all other are men, that means 33% of the board is going to be represent the women's area. So you can go for the public trading. Otherwise, you can't go for the public trading. These laws need to be implemented in all over the world. These laws will help our society that is dominant by the men, because man is working outside from the houses and he is earning money, and the woman is just sitting in the house and making the food for his own children. We have to come up with a better solution to make our economy boost, to compete with the western cultures, to compete with the western companies. So we have to come up with the solutions. Clean water and sanitization. What does it mean? Clean water and sanitization means everybody need a quality water, filter water for drinking. From Pakistan, from facing the same challenge. We don't have the clean water. In a lot of areas, we face the issues of clean water. We have to take the water from the tanks, but that water is not able. You can't able to drink because their pH level is so high. So you have to need a filtration process. Now, a lot of new regulation in Pakistan is working, helping the Pakistani economics to give the clean water in every corner of the Pakistan, so they can reduce the clean water problems. And because it's not like the need of the elite, it's the need of every single individual. So we have to understand, if we want to live in the life, to make the world equal opportunities, so we have to resolve this problem. Solution of clean water and sanitization. They can have the IT, They can help to gather the data, how many cubic meter of water we need in one area, how we can distribute this water, how we can make this water to consume more, but we need less resources. If IT is come up with this solution, so we can reduce this problem. If blockchain is come up with the solution, we can improve our problems. If AI come up with this solution, we can solve our problems. Affordable and clean energy. Let's we go for the, but we will think about, everybody has its own computer, everybody has its own light in his house, everybody has the same opportunity. So why we are talking about clean energy, why it's the most important topic? To understand the dynamics of the earth is changing. A lot of countries are switching from the fossil fuel to the clean energy solution. They are going for hydropower, they are going for solar, for wind power energy, they are going for bioenergy, but they don't want to increase the consumption of crude oil. They don't want to increase the consumption of nuclear. Now, a lot of countries currently, did we need to increase the nuclear investment? But the challenge of nuclear investment, it's take a lot of time. It's take a lot of funds of the government just to make the one infrastructure, because you need a big land, you need a lot of clarification process, you need a lot of bodies, because you need all the system that nuclear reactor need to produce the energy. We have to come up with the solution. If we have the better batteries that can store more energy, that can give more better result, that can give you the more better performance, this problem right now, a lot of information of clean energy is going towards computers, towards the masterminds of computer, toward all the information is going towards the IT department. If we solve this problem by the IT solution, we can remove all these problems. Why we are discussing about everything toward IT? It's going to be the business development as well. If you make your solar company currently and you come up with this idea, you can give them the better experiences, you installments process, you can give them the easy process of how to install the solar. They can get, you can get the big share of the market. The thing is, all the problem can be solved, but we have to communicate in a better way. We have to understand uh, the dynamics of the world is changing, so we have to come up with the solution that can help us to retain more than the 20 years, that can help us to retain the future generation goal without impacting them. Decent work and economic growth. Everybody needs good job, everybody wants to work for the better organization, everybody wants to work for the better businesses. So we need to increase this economic growth. If we have the economic growth, we can develop more companies, we can develop more imports, we can live in a better life. But for that we need education and trainings. That's why a lot of companies and organizations are coming up with the solution of, okay, if you don't have degree, no problem, if you know how to do the programming, you can start work. Like Germany currently is doing what they are doing right now. They are coming up with the regulations. If you have the experience of business development, but you are working in IT field, because you have the good experience of how to use the IT, how to write the codes, how to make the more cyber security in the IT area, so you can work in IT and you will get the permanent residency, all the contracts, all the benefits of what German government is providing. It's going in the whole world. They give you the 10-year visa for living there and to do why these economic preferences are increasing? Because they want to get the good talent in their own country, so their economy boost, the growth opportunities will increase. So you have to work on these things. If you are not doing well in the courses, so you don't think you are dumb. No, you have to work for your career opportunities. You have to come up with the better solution, so you can retain the same information that other persons has. Might be you don't have the good educational degree, but you have the good experience, you have the good knowledge how to write code, so you can also work. Infrastructure innovation industry. Now we come up with this problem, but we are talking for more than eight goals. We need innovation. We can't solve with the same solution what we have 50 years back. We need the advanced solutions. That's why advanced solutions come up with the advanced technology. So for the advanced technology, you need the talent, you need the funding, you need industry. If you need these things, you you can resolve the problem, you can make this world better place. How we can do that? With the partnership of public and private. If we have the same interest, why we are working in different direction? If we go in the same direction, we can resolve the same problem in a less time, less effort, and more productivity. Reduce inequalities. What does it mean? Reduce inequalities, but we already talk about gender equality. Then why are we talking about reduce inequalities? It's the same thing. No, because the problem is that the world is consuming more in one area, the other person doesn't have the needs. You can see in your society, you can see in all over the world, the richer are getting rich and the poor are getting more poor. What does it mean? That there is some problem going on. So we have to solve this problem. We have to come up with the solution so we can reduce the inequality. So because everybody have the same desires, everybody wants to get the better home, everybody wants to get the better life, everybody wants to get a better field of working. So we have to give them the same opportunities for everyone to make this world better place. Sustainable cities and communities. Why sustainable cities and communities? Because the big thing is here is big cities are having the same challenges. If you go to Androon Lahore, you can't able to drive a car because it's so messed up there. That's why we need the sustainable cities. We need to come out of inner boundaries from the outer boundaries. That means we need the information, we need the more infrastructures of our industry, more infrastructures of our malls, more infrastructures of our societies that can focus in diverse areas. We don't need to make everything in Karachi. We can shift towards Hyderabad, we can shift mm, towards Sialkot, towards Lahore, towards Larkana, so the population can be divided. If this thing is happening, then we can help the society to reduce inequalities, to reduce the gender equalities, to reduce a lot of problem of pollution, carbon emissions, and the problems of living in a house where rents are getting increased, where the land is less and the people consumption is more. So we have to come up with the solution. We have to increase more new cities that are use renewable energies, but we were talk about previously, like the solars and the wind power. So these wind power and solars will help them to make this world better place. But right now, what is going on in the world is our motorcycles, what we use previously now is replacing by the electrical bicycles. What does it mean? Because we want to reduce our oil consumption, we want to reduce the crude oil. If we reduce the crude oil, we don't need to pay for the transportation, we will not get more pollution, we will not get more carbon emission. Our one decision can change the complete impact. Maybe we can change our shift toward the electrical motorcycle. Maybe we will reduce one earth. Right now, if I need 7.9 earths, that after changing the one pattern of my life, we need 7. If everybody will do the same, so we can use the same earth for the future generation without compromising their own needs. Responsible consumption and production. This is the complete different topic, but why we are talking about responsible consumption and protection. Production means companies and consumer both are responsible for the change. If we talk about currently, the biggest polluters of the world are the big companies, but now the trend is changing. Now these companies is coming up with the solution to make the world better place. But they have done the mistakes, now they are improving their own mistakes. But as a consumer, we have the same responsibility. If we are using our water bottle, we can just replace our water bottle from the plastic water bottle that what we oh and we throw it away. We can come up with the glass bottle. With the glass bottle, we can reduce the consumption of our plastic. So with the responsible consumption, we did responsible consumption. Now that doesn't mean, oh, Coca-Cola will get the loss. No, Coca-Cola will make their own different businesses. They will come up with their own solution. So we have to understand these things. Our will impact more than the others. Climate action. Everybody talk about this thing, and it's one of the main important goal of SDG 17 SDGs that needs a carbon emission of global emission of carbon dioxide CO2 has been increased almost 50%. Why? The problem is we are consuming more. We are less attractive toward climate. That's why we are facing a lot of challenges. In Munich, last 15 days we faced a lot of snow that all flights was not working, all trains has been stopped, everything was stopped for 2 days. That was the impact of climate actions. It's the same thing in Pakistan. We see last year, we are seeing in every day. It's the same thing what we are facing in India, it's the same thing what we are facing in United States, it's the same thing what what is facing we are in Japan. So now 193 countries are working for the solution that can help to reduce the carbon emission, that can help to reduce the carbon, uh, uh, reduce the consumption of oil and come up with the more plantation. That's why you will see a lot of planting of trees are happening, because they are the uh, good contributor for the green environment, for the reducing the carbon emission, for helping the society to make this world completely on the same biosphere that is needed for the future generations. Life below earth. Why we need life below earth? Because uh, we uh, we need fish, that is under the water. We need the complete life under the water that we can, because a lot of lives are dependent on this thing. If we go to the fishing market, all the fish market is dependent on life below water. But if we pollute them, there will not gonna be the more fishing in the world. It's the same challenge what we are facing, because previously if you consume more in one day, so you don't have the food for the next day. It was same happening in the fishing industry. Now the trend is changing. Now the regulations are coming, how much fishing you can do in a year, how much valid license you have to take the fishes out of the sea, how much you can do if you are catching this fishing, or did more fish are available in the sea. All these regulations are coming. That's why you will see a lot of fishing industry is now coming up with the new regulations, with the new new rules, that the fishing prices is going high, because now the world is understand life under the water is more important um, than everything. Because we can't say, okay, we are living on land, so we can't focus on the under the sea what is going in our ocean. No, because we are doing our a lot of transportation from the water. Right now we don't have any train system, we don't have any cargo system that can help us to take all the container from by airlines. That transportation is 50 times more expensive than the sea transportation routes. So we need the life below the water, because we want to boost our economies, we want to do the export. We need, everybody need iPhone. Without iPhone, if we don't have the export or import, we can't afford to get the iPhones. Life on land. Life on land, that's mean plant a tree and the protect the environment. That means the planting a tree is protecting the environment. What does it mean? Because if we have a lot of water inside, if we have the plants, we have the food. If we have the food, we reduce the hunger problem, we reduce the healthcare problem, we inequalities, we reduce the decent we give them the people for the decent workplaces, and to get the more things done in a better way. So we need to plant more trees. But that doesn't mean we can plant any tree what we want. No, we have to understand the biography, we have to understand the biodiversity of the area. We need technical knowledge of which plant we can produce that reduce carbon emission, that can help to the society to make the make the temperature lower than the average temperature. So it doesn't mean we tomorrow we will come up with the 50,000 plant, and we did the plantation drive in all over the Islamabad. No, we have to understand the agricultural needs, we can understand the soil, we can understand the water consumption, we can understand how much carbon emission it can gonna reduce. So we can help them to understand these things, and so life on land will improve. Then life of land, it will improve, the our complete problem will gonna change. We don't need more air conditioners, we don't need more cars that is driven by air conditioners, because our climate is now more attractive. So now if you want to learn more about this thing, now Dubai is also increasing his own plantation. They have the mission of 2040, that is to increase the plantation. What they have is gonna be double at 2040. That means it's a complete different topic. Now all the world is working for to increase the forest, to increase the land, because without reducing the carbon emission, you can't come up with the solution for the make the world better place. Peace, justice, and strong institution. Now this is the complete different topic. Peace, justice, and the strong institutions. That means we need to come up with the solution that nobody needs to survive on in the courts. Nobody needs to needs to go to the jail without doing crime. So if we have the better solution, so we come up with the human rights. We come up with the challenges what we are facing now. Uh, so we have to work for the peace and justice strong, that we can reduce our conflict, come up with the solution, we can help them to, and everybody has the same need. We can't be the new war. We can't, and nobody wants the third world war. So we have to come up with a solution that can help to make the peace within the countries, outside the borders, and to collaborate with each other. If we don't need to spend on the war, so we can invest in the research and development. We can come up with the new technologies. We can make the new technologies. We can come up with the new infrastructures. This is the complete interesting topic. Partnership for the goals. Partnership for the goals is like the partnership within the organization, partnership with the public and private organization, partnership in the non-governmental organization with the public, and the public to public collaborations. That, what does it mean by public to public collaboration? That's mean, if you need one thing and you can have the other person, that is your neighbor, so you have to help them to get the economic benefit, to help them to reduce the carbon emission. That's why a lot of carpooling services are coming, a lot of rental car services are coming, the mobile payment systems are coming, because they want to do the partnership. They want to make every person accountable for the better future, because if our all the payment system is going to be online, so we can get the better taxes, we can get the better infrastructure in our countries, and we can help them to improve the world for the better place. So now I will try to explain one information that will help you to understand what we have all discussed in the 17 goals. Demand for the resources. In 1997, billion ton was extracting. In 2005, 60 billion ton was increased. That was the like 100 times more than the previous one. Now, if we go for the 2050, we need more than triple, 60 billion to 140 billion. If you go for 60, 61, 120, 120 plus 20, that's called 160, 140 billion. What does it mean? Why we are extracting more minerals? Because we need cars, we need laptops, we need good clothes, we want to fly to US, we want to fly for Munich, we want to fly for Shanghai, we want to make our new year in Dubai. So for that we are extracting all these things. So now the average consumption is in 2005 was 8.5 to 9.2 2 tons of resources used per capita annually. Now it's going to be 2 ton. In 2015 it was 30 ton. If you go your surroundings, you will see all the electrical items, you will see all the oil based production system, you will see a lot of things that is dependent on electrical system, that is dependent on gas, that is dependent on fossil fuels. That's mean the more consumption we will do here, the more extraction we will gonna do in this area. So that's the problem. But now we are going in different direction. Now we are talking about the growth population. That's mean right now the trend is increasing high. Previously the population was not the biggest population of India. The population of China was the number one. Now India is the number one population area in the world. Pakistan is the fifth largest population area in the Islamic world. Why it's happening? Because we have a lot of children. Everybody is getting married and everybody has 3 to 4 kids. So if we have 3 to 4 kids, we have to understand one thing. We can give them the same equal opportunities. We can give them the same lifestyle. We can give them the same earning. So we have to understand these things. So if we have the biggest economies, if we have the biggest population, we have to come up with the biggest economy solutions, because You can't say, oh, I have 10 children, but I'm earning the money but I can afford to eat for myself. No, you have to give them the food for the 10 children. It's the same for the countries. If the country has the biggest population, so they come up with economical solutions to give them the more opportunities for the working, for the education, for the better healthcare, for the better opportunities going abroad, for the better opportunities for the startup cultures. So that is the things: economic development and increasing global trade. Global trade dynamics are now changing. You need to understand one thing. Previously, that economic growth was happening like that: if you import food, we will give you the money. Now the context is changing. Now IT is the main export of the global trade. You can develop your softwares, you can give them the subscription, you can give them the you can sell these software to the international companies, and you are getting earnings. So you have to come up with the solution. Now a lot of countries is not dependent on the textile and the food, what we are doing agriculture in Pakistan. Now the context is changed. Now mostly people are require new software. Hundreds of solution is required for these SDG 17 goals. If our IT companies come up with these solutions, we can increase our export. If the area who will work before than everyone, he will capture all the market. He will understand all the dynamics, and he will come up with the solution. He has a lot of money, he has a lot of fortunes, and this will be gonna be the Forbes 500 companies list, and this company will gonna be the top 10 companies. Growing middle class and changing consumption pattern. What does it mean? Now middle class is increasing. So middle if the one person who has a desire of iPhone, when he has money, he will going to buy for that thing. So we have to understand this thing. That's why Apple is coming up with the solution to give your iPhone back. We will give you some money, and you will get you can buy the new iPhone, because they will extract all the minerals from these resources, and they will recycle them, and they will use for them their new technologies. So you have to understand this thing. If the same thing will going to happen in every industry, we come up with the circular economy. We can sorry, we can come up with the solution that can help to make the closing the loops. If you get the incentive to give the old shirt to Gul Ahmed, they will give you 10% off. So everybody will going to give them their old clothes, so they can recycle them. So they don't need new cotton for manufacturing the new products. They can recycle that clothes, and they come up with the same cotton, and they can start manufacturing the new clothes. So now the world is moving towards these cycles. So result of all the demands, but some of them we already discussed. Resource extraction, because we have limited resources. We can't say, okay, we have gold, now we extract more, we get the more gold. No, because gold is a limited amount. Crude oil is the limited oil well, so the crude oil will gonna be reduced. Lithium is the limited storage capacity. Lithium is not available in every city, in every world, everywhere of the world. So there is the limited areas where you will find the lithium. So we have to understand. And we don't need to demand the non-seasonal food, because then we need to store them in the warehouses. So when we will store in the warehouses, we are increasing our energy consumption. We are coming up with the energy solution that is can't be affordable in the future, so the prices will gonna high. So try to come up with the solution. If you want to eat mangoes, so eat more in summer, don't demand in winter, because then all the consumption will gonna be increased. So in the last slide, we will talk about the COP28 UAE. That was the last week. It was happening until the 12th December. It's one of the biggest event of climate change and SDGs goals. That is the basic one of the main introduction area of SDGs, where 193 countries that can be sit together and work for the come up with the policies, come up with the solutions, and try grab the funds from each other and make the collaborations understand and make the world better place. If you want to if you want to be successful in the climate change and the sustainability area, you can check COP28 UAE. You have to understand the dynamics. Next year it happen every year. It happened in different countries. Last year it was happened in Egypt. This year it was happened in Dubai. Next year it is going to be happened in Azerbaijan. So 78,000 people from the different tech industries, from different governments, from different official government officers and NGOs, UNDP, UN, United Nations, UNICEF, all the United Nations was involved in these goals in COP28. So they come up with the solution. New implementations are coming, new regulations are coming in EU, in Pakistan, in all over the world, and you will get the implementation in the same period of until the next year. So if you are understand the basic understanding, and you are motivated to work for the sustainable development goals, you can work in any field. You can come up with the solution and you can get the better answers. And you can make the better future. You can make the new entrepreneurship business, new criterias. Even though if you are interested, you can search on Google the sustainability jobs. You will find thousands of sustainability jobs that are arranged by the big governmental organization, that are arranged by WWF, that any big company, Fortune 500 big companies. If you search on the Google and with the name of sustainability jobs in BMW, if you search on Volkswagen, if you search on SAP, if you search on Henkel, if you search on P&G, if you search on Unilever, you will find the sustainability jobs there. That's mean it's not a new topic, it's the old topic. We have to understand the needs, and it's like the new computer science technology emerging field. If we work today, we can get the better results for the future. So we have to understand same thing. Thank you for everyone to listening more time. And now thank you. If you have any question, you can ask now.
I'm adding myself to the stage. Priyanshu, I'm adding you as well. Okay, I hope I am audible to you all. Yassi, can you confirm that you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm turning my screen on as well. Okay, so this was our session for today. A lot of interesting things have happened on the background. And before we go with the question answers, we have a guest to be introduced. Sibelo is from South Africa. He has been quite a lot of help in arranging this whole session and everything. So I'd like to invite him, give him some credit, and then we can continue with the thing. Sibelo, can you turn on your camera? Bro, you're there? I have added him to the stage. I guess he's not available. Okay, by the way, that's Sibelo, by the way. He's from South Africa and he's proceeding his MLSA journey with Microsoft in South Africa with his university and everything. So, okay, we'll move forward with the questions now. And if anyone has any serious questions regarding this event, you guys can drop them in the comment section of YouTube so we can, start answering them. And if you're not like comfortable with the English, we can also switch to Urdu or Hindi as well. Okay. होस्टिंग का तरीका थोड़ा कैजुअल है. नाइस. ओके 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 लाइक आपने क्वेश्चन ड्रॉप करो.
Yes.
Edmund Webster Group 3 left me after reading the message. शैतान नाइस वन. ओके यार मैंने साथ साथ क्या कहते हैं आप लोगों के लॉन्च करना स्टार्ट कर दिए थे. तो अब ये 3 बचे हैं ना इसमें लाइक जो शैतान वाला किसने किया था मूवीज ने किया था. मूवीज आई एम एडिंग a name to the list. By the way, you guys will get these vouchers.
Okay. I found the one question. भाई जर्मनी का वीजा लगवा दो. So Germany visa is now getting more interesting because if you live in Islamabad, so you have unfortunately not a good luck, because from getting the visa from Islamabad is really hard. But there is a lot of new regulations are coming that can help you to get the Germany visa, because they are coming up with the opportunity card. If you have the work experience and you are graduate your bachelor's degree, you can come to Germany with the block account of 11,000, and you can come here, and if for this visa is valid for 1 year, you can live in Germany, you can work part-time in the field, and you can search for the full-time jobs as well. So visa लेना मुश्किल नहीं है, survive करना, that is a difficult thing. So you first you have to make your mind, yeah, I can survive without my family, without living on my bed, laying on my bed and drinking cup of tea. So you have to go in kitchen and you have to prepare your own tea. So you have to get this solution, and then you can easily come to Germany, no problem. Germany is a good place. But the one more instruction or advice that I will give you: before coming Germany, try to learn German. German is much more important than everything. You don't have skills, no problem. But if you don't have German, then you have a biggest problem. So try to learn A1, A2, B1, B2 German. If you have B2 German, your job is guaranteed within 3 months. But if you have A2 German, then survival will be much difficult than the person who has
ओके
B2.
सॉरी ऐसा की बात काट रहा हूँ. बेसिकली यासिन जो भी कहा है ना उसको अगर सिंपल वर्ड्स में हम बताएं तो आपने सुना होगा ना वो बड़ा मशहूर कोटेशन है वो इसको मोए मोए कहते हैं. तो बेसिक सिचुएशन आपके जर्मन वीजा की अभी मोए मोए कंडीशन में फंस चुकी है और हम वहाँ से निकल नहीं सकते.
Yes.
खैर अच्छा यार कुछ जेन्युइन क्वेश्चन पूछना स्टार्ट करो इस इवेंट के मतलब उसके बाद ये कि हम इसको वाइंड अप करते हैं. और अगेन लाइक थैंक यू सो मच प्रियांशु का कि वो आया, उसने इवेंट में को होस्ट किया है. प्रियांशु अगर आपने कुछ ऐड करना है तो डू ऐड द थिंग्स. बाय द वे आपके कमेंट्स बहुत अमेजिंग थे. साथ ऐड कर रहे थे. सो आपने कुछ ऐड करना है?
No.
और वैसे लाइक अच्छा ओके मैं आपके साथ रीड कर रहा हूँ. प्रियांशु आप कन्वर्सेशन थोड़ी सी कर लो यासर के साथ. मैं मीनवाइल कमेंट्स रीड कर रहा हूँ.
Okay. But in India, there is a lot of things going in the field of sustainability. They are coming up with the best solutions.
G20 summit, like this
Yeah,
idea.
G20 is one of the main summit, but entrepreneurship business is also getting raising a lot of funding for sustainability as well.
Yeah.
यार उर्दू में पूछ रहा हूँ. लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे. आप मुझे नॉर्मल कन्वर्सेशन ले हो ना, लाइक आम तरीके से बात करो. अच्छा इंडिया में सच में काम हो रहा है. मैंने प्रियांशु ने खुद किया हुआ है. लाइक इसका बैकग्राउंड भी इसी साइड पे बनता है. बहुत अच्छा है क्योंकि खुद लाइक एंटरप्रेन्योर जर्नीज को लेके चलता है. तो काफी स्ट्रांग है.
I found a funny comment that he's saying I am looking like a YouTuber Amit Phadana, like
ये किसने किया मुझे बताना वाला? इसका नाम है, उसका नाम है, तुम भेजो मुझे. यार
that one.
यार से कमेंट पढ़ो. बिलाना सुनूंगा.
from Yasif, but he is written. क्या लिखा है इसमें?
Abdullah.
प्रांशु किसने किया था कमेंट वाला, अमित बटाना वाला?
Abdullah Aziz.
Abdullah Aziz. Okay, last winner Abdullah Aziz है. ओके अच्छा यार, सेशन आई होप आप सबका अच्छा गुजरा होगा. यासिर ने काफ़ी मेहनत की थी स्लाइड्स पे, ऑल्दो उसके नरेशन देख के यही लग रहा था कि जैसे क्लास की प्रेजेंटेशन चल रही है और सारे स्टूडेंट्स सोए हुए हैं. लेकिन ओवरऑल सेशन अच्छा था, काफ़ी अच्छे रिव्यूज़ आए हैं. आई होप कि हम इस पूरी स्ट्रीम को कंटिन्यू रख सकें. यासिर के साथ हमारा सेशन सस्टेनेबिलिटी पे था. ये एक बहुत लंबी चेन का फर्स्ट पार्ट है जिसके अंदर मल्टीपल सस्टेनेबिलिटी के सेशन चलते रहेंगे. यासिर बैक एंड फोर्थ आते रहेंगे हमारे साथ, इसका मज़ीद लोग भी आएंगे. तो अगेन थैंक यू सो मच यासिर, आपका अपना टाइम निकाला. प्रियांशु आपका आपने मेरे साथ को को होस्ट किया. सो थैंक यू ऑल. और हमारे व्यूअर्स काउंट भी काफ़ी अच्छा रहा थ्रू आउट द होल मीटिंग. तो या थैंक यू सो मच. और अगर आप लोगों ने कोई आपस में चीज़ डिस्कस करनी है तो करते हैं. देन आई गेस काफ़ी लंबा सेशन चला गया, इसको फिर वाइंड अप करते हैं. और इसके बाद आपके साथ जो फर्दर डिटेल या कन्वर्सेशंस है उसके बाद कंटिन्यू कर लेंगे. ओके
Okay.
आई गेस सबेलो को मैंने लेना था. सबेलो आर देयर. इसमें क्विकली टेक्स्ट हिम अप अगर वो आ जाता है तो.
यार कोई पाकिस्तान के साथ दोस्ती कराओ ना इंडिया की. हैं?
ये रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, रिकॉर्ड प्लीज.
Friendship is there.
फिर डोसा शोसा हम भी खाने हैं इंडिया.
फ्रेंडशिप भाई ऐसे करो. वेल अच्छा ओके आई गेस सबेलो जो वो ऑफलाइन ही है. ठीक है, हम इसको कंक्लूड करते हैं और इसको फर्दर फिर किसी और दिन कंटिन्यू करेंगे. ठीक है यार, थैंक यू सो मच. आप सबने सेशन अटेंड किया, अभी तक हमें फॉलो किया, और आपसे नेक्स्ट मिलेंगे किसी और सेशन के साथ in a few days. Again, thank you so much. See you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Seeing you all. Okay.